Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. We are starting with question number 10 of exercise 4B. So over here we have to convert the radical form into your index form. What is a radical form? For example, a here and a 2 out there. Fine. So this means a square root, right? And this also means a raised to the power 1 upon 2. If I would have said c raised to the power 3, that means a cube. In your indices form it becomes 1 upon 3. If you have been given a question like this, now I know that this is a square root, which means in the index form it's b raised to the power 1 upon 2 multiplied by b root over here, that's a cube root. I can write this as 1 upon 3 index in the index form. Now b 1 upon 2, when there is a multiply sign, I can put a plus and a 1 upon 3. Okay. Now remember, you will not add it like 1 plus 1 is 2 and 3 plus 2 is going to be your 5 and the answer becomes 2 upon 5. For God's sake, don't do that. We'll take out the LCM properly. So 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3. I know 3 and 2 LCM is 6, right? So 2 into 3 and 3 into 2. Whatever is being multiplied with the denominator is going to be multiplied with the numerator as well. So it becomes a 3 plus 2, 3 ones are as 3, 3 plus 2 upon 3 twos are as 6. So that becomes a 5 upon 6. So my final answer is going to be b raised to the power 5 upon 6. Okay. Now let's start with the proper questions. I think the basics are clear to you all. Part A. The question is root of a multiplied by the cube root of a. Okay. Now this is a square root, understandable. So a raised to the power half, I can write this as an index form, multiplied by a raised to the power 1 upon 3. Okay. Now 1 upon 2 multiply means a plus 1 upon 3. Okay, because the bases are same, powers are different, multiply and sign in between, I add the powers. So a 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3, 2 into 3 taking out the LCM and 3 into 2 in the numerator, into 3 in the numerator as well. So 1 into 3 makes a 3, 1 into 2 makes a 2, and 3 twos is your 6 in the denominator. Okay, so it becomes a 5 upon 6. So my final answer is going to be a raised to the power 5 upon 6. Okay, now starting off with my B part. The B part, it states that b is there, base square inside and 3 is outside. Okay, divided by b and 6 is here outside. Okay, now listen, it was a b square, agreed, and this entire part was your cube root. If you want to write it for your understanding, go ahead like this, because cube root means a 1 upon 3 in your index form, agreed. Now 2 into 1 upon 3 makes a 2 upon 3. Now if you cannot understand this, directly just write down 2 upon 3. This power inside, it becomes your numerator. The power outside, it becomes your denominator. Okay. So what I will be doing over here is b raised to the power 2 upon 3 divided by b. When there is no power, it's a 1. So the inside one becomes a numerator, outside becomes a denominator. Okay. So b 2 upon 3, divide means a minus 1 upon 6. Let's take out the LCM. So 2 upon 3 minus 1 upon 6. 3 into 2 is 6. So 2 into 2 is going to come here. Here it was already a 6. So 2 twos are 4 minus 1 upon 6. So that becomes a 3 upon 6, which can be simplified further. 3 ones are, 3 twos are. So the power becomes a half. So my final answer for this question is going to be b raised to the power half. Okay. Let's solve part C now. Now as there was a multiply sign in between, I add the powers, and there was a divide sign, which means a minus, and minus 2 upon 5. Okay, now 4 upon 5 plus 1 upon 2 plus 2 upon 5. Okay, 5, 2 and 5, what's going to be the LCM? 10, right? And if you don't know that, 5, 2 and a 5, let's start from a 2. So let's start from a 2. 2 ones are is 2, 5 and 5 comes as it is. Here I'll take a 5, 5 ones are 5 ones are 5 ones are. Okay, so 5 into 2 is going to be your 10 as the LCM. So 10 comes here. 5 multiplied by 2 is a 10. So here also going to be multiplied by a 2. So 4 2s are 8. Plus 2 multiplied by 5 is a 10. So here also going to be multiplied by 5. That becomes a 5. Now 5 into 2 is going to be a 10. So here 2 into 2 is going to be your 4. Okay. So now 8 plus 5, it's going to be your 13, right? And 13 plus 4 is going to be your 17 upon 10. So the final answer is going to be C raised to the power 17 upon 10. Okay. The part D states that D raised to the power 1 upon 10 divided by D raised to the power minus 1 upon 5 multiplied by D raised to the power minus 3 upon 2. Okay, now this divide means a minus, so let's put it as it is. 1 upon 10, divide means a minus. Again, this power is going to be kept now. Minus 1 upon 5, okay. Then multiply sign means a plus, and your minus 3 upon 2 comes as it is. Okay, now D, 1 upon 10 minus minus means a plus, and 1 upon 5 as it is here. Now plus minus means a minus, 3 upon 2. Fine. 10, 5 and 2. The LCM is your 10. If you don't know that, doing over here as your LCM. 2 ones are is 2. 5 comes as it is. 2 5s are is 10. 5 ones are, 5 ones are. Here 1 keeps going. So 5 2s are 10. Okay. So D upon 10, just keep it like this. 10 multiplied by a 1 is 10. So here it is also going to be multiplied by a 1, which means a 10. Sorry, which means a 1. Plus 5 multiplied by a 2 is 10. So here it is also going to be multiplied with a 2. It becomes a 2. Now here 2 multiplied by a 5 is 10. So 3 is also going to be multiplied with a 5. That becomes a minus 15 of yours. So D, 2 plus 1 is your 3, minus 15 upon 10. Okay, which means D raised to the power minus 12 upon 10. Now if I am simplifying this over here, so it's going to be 2 6 that is 12 and 2 5 that is 10, right? But there is a minus as well with it, which means if I put this D down in the denominator, the power automatically becomes your positive power. So answer is 1 upon D raised to the power 6 upon 5. Part E now. So the part E states that E raised to the power minus 3 F raised to the power 4 minus 1 upon 2. Okay. Now minus 3 into minus 2 makes a what? Positive 3 upon 2. 3 into 1 means a 3 and upon 2. Okay. Now F, 4 multiplied by a minus 1 upon 2. What does that mean? 4 into minus 1 is a minus 4 upon 2. Now 2 ones are, 2 twos are, so that becomes E, 3 upon 2 F raised to the power minus 2. Now to make this positive, what will I do? Take it down in the numerator, so that becomes an F square. Okay. starting off with part F. The part F states that G 2 upon 3 H minus 4 upon 5, then 3 upon 2 comes as it is. Okay. Now G 2 upon 3 is being multiplied with 3 upon 2. Okay. And here in this case H minus 4 upon 5 is being multiplied with 3 upon 2. Always remember, when we are multiplying out the fractions, the numerator is solved with the numerator, denominator with denominator. So G 3 2s are is your 6 and 2 3s are is going to be your 6. So 6 1s are 6 1s are, G raised to the power 1 is your simplification for your G. Okay. So talking about your H part now, 5 2s are is 10. Here it was a minus, so minus into a plus. When there is no sign, it's a positive number. So minus 4 3s are 12. Again we can simplify it. 2 6 are is 12, 2 5 are is 10. So that becomes G H raised to the power minus 6 upon 5. Now to make it positive, I'll take this down in your denominator. So that becomes G upon H raised to the power 6 upon 5. For those who did not understand the logic of this, okay, H minus 6 upon 5 means 1 upon H 6 upon 5, right? This is how you write H minus 6 upon 5. Now G, when it gets multiplied with the 1, that automatically becomes G upon H 6 upon 5. Okay, I hope it's clear to you all. Thank you for watching this video. Do like and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.